All righty, everyone, let's get comfy. So go ahead and lay down on your back. Lately, my low back has been a little cranky, so when I started my back, I've been keeping my knees bent. This kind of helps ease a little bit in the low back. So if you're like me and you want to go ahead and take that restful position with the knees bent or out straight, whatever feels most comfortable for you. And as you settle in, just go ahead and if you're comfortable, close your eyes. And just find a place where you feel really comfortable and start to settle into some stillness here. Let's take a few deep breaths together. We'll inhale, fill the belly. And exhale, let the breath leave the body. Let's exhale completely, all the way down. Maybe draw the navel to the spine at the bottom of the exhale. Inhaling big and deep. Exhale, let it go. And we'll do one more nice big breath. And exhale. Let's take a note and maybe soften the shoulders back. Release any tension you might be holding there. Check your jaw. Soften the jaw. And get a sense of yourself just spreading out onto the ground. The back of the rib cage, back of the body, the pelvis, just spreading out, taking up some room. And let's just check in for a minute. Notice how you feel today. Notice any areas that might be a little chatty this morning. We're not judging them, we're just noticing. Maybe send them a little bit of love and kindness. Checking our energy. A lot of heightened energy around the holidays. Maybe you can feel that in your body. And then let's bring the awareness into the breath. And without changing the breath, we're just noticing where you feel your breath this morning. So as you inhale, just make a note of what moves in your body. Is it the chest, the belly, the ribs? Any of those, maybe all of those? Sometimes it helps to connect to the breath. You can place a hand on the belly or the chest, maybe one hand on each. And we're just going to start to slow the breath down a bit here. And we'll invite a count in today. So at a pace that is comfortable for you, inhale for a count of 4. And just notice again where underneath your hands you feel the breath. And our exhale is going to be that same count, exhaling for 4. Take a breath in, slow, finding expansion. Exhaling, letting everything soften. Coming to the bottom of the breath, you may even take a slight pause for a count of 1 or 2 before inhaling. Maybe pause at the top of the breath as well. And then exhale for that 4 count. So we're going to stay with this 4 inhale, 4 exhale with a pause at the bottom and top of each breath for a few more rounds. Filling the body, creating space in the ribs with each inhale. Softening and relaxing, everything contracting in on the exhale. So take 2 more rounds here. Inhaling fully and completely. Exhaling till you're empty. Last one. And once you reach the bottom of that last breath, just release the breath, the control, and let your breath flow whatever way it wants. And if your knees are not bent already, we're just going to bend the knees, bringing the feet onto the mat, and just take a gentle sway of the knees side to side. You may want to just move the arms out. Remember, we're not forcing anything here. Just let the knees fall as far as they naturally go. Just rocking back and forth along the back of our pelvis and the sacrum. And then we'll bring the knees to center. One at a time, draw each knee into your chest. Give yourself a hug here. And we're going to rock the whole back body side to side. Just along the whole spine here, getting some sensation going in our back body. When you're ready, you're just going to roll over onto your favorite side and just use your hand to very slowly press yourself up to a nice seat. We're going to find a comfortable seat. If you have something handy, you want to elevate your hips a little bit just to make it a little more comfortable, you're welcome to do that. But we're just going to find a comfortable seat. Once you're there, just get yourself comfortable, maybe rock side to side, maybe get a feel of those sit bones on the earth. And from that place, we're just going to inhale and sit ourselves up nice and tall. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders. We're going to gather our hands together, interlace our fingers, palms facing up. And on the inhale, we're just going to draw the palms up to heart level. Exhale, press the palms out, dome into your back, draw your chin to your chest. Inhale, we're going to reach up. We're going to arch our back a bit, maybe gaze up. As you exhale, release the hands to your knees and lean forward. Look at the floor. Inhale, sit up, gather the hands, lift to the heart. Exhale, press out, round into the back, chin to chest. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, bring the hands to the knees and fold forward. Inhale, gather it up. Exhale, press and round. Inhale up. Exhale, take it down, come forward. Last one, let's take it up. Inhale, bring it up to the heart. Exhale, press it out. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to thighs or knees. Go ahead and just take yourself forward a bit. The inhale this time, just sit yourself up tall and just sweep the arms out, reaching side to side. On our exhale, we're turning the heart to the right, left hand comes to the right thigh, and we're sweeping the right hand up and over, side bending. We're going to move with our breath here. So we inhale to come back to center, arms reach. Exhale, right hand to left thigh and side bend over, reaching with that left hand. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist and bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist and reach. Inhale. Maybe take the arms back, even open, bring those shoulder blades together. Exhale, go ahead and take your twist. You can gaze up under the hand if you want. Inhale it open. Exhale. We'll take one more on each side. Inhale, take it big, open wide. Exhale, twist and bend. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring it open one last time. Exhale, release the arms down, soften the shoulders. Take a couple just shoulder rolls here. And then just be still and notice. Notice any parts of the body that might be waking up a little bit. You're noticing sensation, maybe in the side body. And then we're going to go ahead and we'll make our way into our hands and knees tabletop. So transition that way, any way you'd like. Take your time. If you want some cushion under the knees, certainly get that there as well. We'll get the knees stacked under our hips. Hands are level at the shoulders. And I like to have my hands a little bit wider than my shoulders. It just feels a little bit more stable for me. But we want to have them about level right where the shoulders are. We're going to start with our cat-cow. On our inhale, we're going to let our belly drop. Remember, moving from the solar plexus. So letting that part of the body drop down, lift the hips and let the gaze lift. As we exhale, we round, we draw that solar plexus up, draw the belly in, head and tailbone tuck under. Inhale, letting it drop, lifting the gaze and the hips. Exhale, go ahead and round, press the floor away. Move at the pace of your breath. Getting into some spine flexion and extension here. Just a nice way to warm up our spine. We do this almost every class. It just feels so good. And we're going to stay in our inhale in our cow for a moment here. You can keep breathing though. But what we're going to do is we're just going to add now a little tiny bit of core work in our cat-cow. So remember, everything's optional here. You can give it a try, and if you don't like it, it's not feeling it today, that's okay. Stay with regular cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're in our cow. As we exhale, we're going to round into our cat, but we're going to press into the top of our feet and lift the hips or the knees up off the floor and pull the belly up and in. Drop the knees, inhale for your cow. Exhale, round into cat, press into the top of the feet, lift the knees, draw that belly in. Inhale, dropping the knees, finding the cow. Exhale, going ahead, rounding. Two more like that. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Dropping the knees here. Walk the hands out in front of you. Keep the hips lifted up in the air and just start to melt your forehead and your heart between your arms towards the floor for puppy pose. Opening up underneath the arms. Take a big breath in here. Maybe let the back of the rib cage and the side ribs expand. Exhale, let the heart melt towards the floor. Just a couple breaths here. And just being curious here where you feel any lengthening, any opening. And then we're just going to lift our gaze. We're going to bring the hands down. We're going to come down onto our forearms. We're coming into our first forearm plank here. Extend one leg back, come up under the toes, then the other. And we are in forearm plank here. Remember, at any time, you're welcome to just drop the knees or come into Sphinx, dropping the hips. Otherwise, we're just going to hold here for just a few breaths, not too long. Thinking about drawing the belly in, the side of the waist. We'll take one more inhale. When we exhale, we're going to drop the knees, drop the hips, untuck the toes. Feet are about mat width distance for a gentle Sphinx. Inhale here. Just draw the heart forward a little bit. And exhale, nose to mat. Hands are going to draw back to our mid-rib. Inhale, we're going to press the table, tucking our toes. And as we exhale, we're going to start to hover the knees, lift the hips, and we're going to find our first downward dog today. So keep a generous bend in your knees at first. Press the mat away from you as if you're trying to push the front of the mat away. Sinking your heart back towards your thighs. Begin to pedal your feet here, starting to wake up the back of the legs. Good morning, hamstrings. Eventually, we'll just settle into our downward facing dog. Remember, bent knees are always okay. We're just thinking about sending the hips up and back. As we press the floor away, let the head just kind of hang here. Take a big breath in. Exhale, settle in. On your next inhalation, lift the heels, bend the knees, and look forward. We're going to slowly walk our way up to the top of the mat. We're going to take the feet a little bit wider than mat width distance, and we're just going to hang here. So really relax the head and neck here. Let them just dangle off the end of the spine. You can sway here, maybe grab opposite elbows. Letting everything dribble down out the top of your head. If you've got the opposite elbows, go ahead and just drop the fingertips toward the ground. We're going to inhale up halfway, coming a little bit more straight into the legs, creating a number 7 with our body. And then exhale, take a fold. We're going to inhale up halfway. As we exhale, we're going to bend the knees and lower the hips towards the ground, keeping our spine nice and straight. Press into your feet on your inhale. Rise up, reaching up with the hands. And then exhale, bring the hands to heart center today. And just close your eyes for a moment. Take a breath, a nice cleansing breath. Inhale. And exhale. So we're going to take a little bit of a flow here. We're going to just have one movement for one breath, but we're taking the breath nice and slow. On your inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. On the exhale, take the arms out to the side, soften the knees and fold down. Inhale up halfway, nice long spine. Exhale, we fold. Hands plant, bend the knees. Inhale, step the left foot back and find a lunge. On your exhale, plant the left hand on the ground or on a block if you have it. Inhale, twist and rise your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, bring that right hand down, straighten a bit into the front knee and dome over your front leg. Inhale, bend back into that front knee, plant the hands. Inhale, step back. And exhale, find downward facing dog. On your inhale, glide forward and find a high push-up plank. Exhale, drop the knees and lower to your belly. Separate the feet a bit. Hands are at our mid-rib. Inhale for a cobra. Lift your head, neck, and heart. Exhale, lower it down. With hands at mid-rib. Inhale, press to table. Exhale, round into cat, press into the feet and lift that belly up and in. Drop the knees, inhale your left leg back behind you. Exhale, draw that knee in and give it a little help and bring that left foot up between your hands. On your inhale, lift your heart, tuck your toes. On the exhale, lift up that knee, step up to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, soften and fold. Doing the other side now. Inhale, the right foot steps back, finding our lunge. Exhale, plant the right hand on the earth. Inhale, flower yourself open, twist, reach the left arm up. Exhale, come on back down, dome over that front leg, straighten into the knee a bit. Go ahead and inhale yourself forward. Plant the hands. Exhale, or inhale back to downward dog. As you exhale, settle into the downward facing dog. Inhale, find your plank. Exhale, lower the knees and then all the way ease yourself onto your belly, keeping the hands at your mid-rib. Another cobra here. Inhale, head, neck, and heart. Exhale, take it down, nose to mat. Inhale, pressing into our hands, coming into table. Exhale, finding that cat and maybe lifting the knees, drawing the belly up and in. Go ahead, inhale, drop the knees, send the right leg back behind you. Exhale, draw that knee in and give it a hand and bring it up to the top of the mat between your hands. Inhale, sink the hips, lift the heart. Tuck your toes. Exhale, step it up, top of the mat, fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, take a fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Inhale, sweep everything all the way back up to standing. Reach tall. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Go ahead, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, soften the knees a bit and fold all the way down. Take your fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, go ahead, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Take one nice full breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Take them a little bit wider. Untuck the toes, big toes together, sink back and find child's pose. Hips to heels. Gaze down at the floor or just rest the forehead down. Take a well-deserved round of breath here. Nice big breath. Filling the back body, the back of the rib cage, the back of the heart on your inhale. And exhale, just soften and relax. Take about 2 more here. Nice big breaths. Alrighty, we are going to inhale to lift our gaze. We're just looking forward a bit. We're going to start to come forward and we're going to find our forearms again. Another forearm plank. Hope you're ready. Let's go ahead and extend the legs back, finding our forearm plank, holding here. You can stay here. Remember, dropping knees is always okay. Or if you want a little extra challenge today, take a breath in. As you exhale, drop both heels to the right and then turn and come into a side forearm plank, lifting your left arm up to the sky. If you're in the side plank, take a breath in and exhale and roll yourself back into forearm plank. Everybody take one more breath here. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to exhale, drop the hips, untuck the toes into a sphinx. Inhale, just draw the heart forward a bit. And exhale, go ahead, lower the nose and draw your hands back to your midrib. Inhale, we're going to press on up into our table. We're going to extend the right leg back. Exhale, go ahead and draw it forward, coming into a lunge here with the right foot between your hands. We're going to tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop the back heel. Keeping forward facing at the front of the mat, inhale, sweep the arms up and find a warrior one. The front knee is bent. Just take a peek down. We want to make sure that that knee is in line with the middle of our foot. Arms are up. And soften the shoulder blades down onto the back of the rib cage. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Reach over with your right hand and grab your left wrist. Inhale. And as you exhale, little side bend over to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release the hands back behind you. Opposite elbows or interlace the hands and reach those knuckles for the floor. Take a breath in. And exhale, we're going to bring our body forward, coming inside our right leg to humble our warrior. Lifting the arms up off the back, if that's okay. Take one more inhale. And exhale, dribble the hands down to the floor. We're going to walk our hands to the side of the mat. Turn your right toes in, coming to face the side of your mat with toes in, heels out. We'll inhale up and make that halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, soften and fold on down. Wide leg forward fold. Dangle the head. Maybe give it a shake if that feels good. We're going to inhale up halfway one more time. Place the left hand on the floor. Inhale, right arm comes up. Twist the heart towards the top of the mat. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, the hands are going to come down and we're going to sweep the hands towards the back of the mat. Turn those left toes towards the back of the mat, bend into the knee, and we're just lunging a little bit towards the back of the mat. Right arm, inhale, sweep it up, rise up, come up, turn your right heel in and open into a star. Big open star here. Take a breath in. As you exhale, sweep the arms up, draw to the heart and sink down. Goddess squat. Inhale, rise, open up, big shining star. Exhale, take it down. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips, and we're going to toe heel our feet back together. And in honor of our little Christmas tree here, we're going to take a tree today. So let's start with the right leg. We're going to put all the weight into our left foot, come up onto the toes of the right, most of the way here. Try not to dump the weight. You want to keep that hip nice and tight in. I'm going to ask you to just draw your ankle, or sorry, the sole of the foot to your ankle today. Keep a kickstand. Arms are out at our sides for balance. And you can stay like this, keeping our kickstand. If you want to take the sole of the foot to the shin or even up into the thigh, that's your choice. But we're going to take a little variation on tree today, so it might help to have that kickstand. We're going to place the right hand on our thigh, lift the left arm up, take a breath in, exhale, and like our little Charlie Brown tree, we're going to bend to the side. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and inhale up. Exhale, bring the hand down. We're going to lower that right foot, and we're going to step it out wide again, toe heel the foot out towards the top of the mat. We're going to lift the right toes, turn them towards the top of the mat, lift your left heel, and turn the whole body pivoting towards the top of the mat. Inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, take your whole exhale, bend that back knee, front knee. We're lowering down, lowering down, lowering down. Beautiful. Untuck your toes. Bring the left arm over and hook it onto the outside of your right knee. Take a breath in and exhale. Flower that right arm back. Twist the heart to the right. Reach with those right fingers. Turning the gaze out to the side or even maybe back at your fingers, if that, but only if that's okay on your neck. Inhale, bring both arms up and we turn the torso to center. As you exhale, bring both hands back. Place the palms on either side of your sacrum, back of the pelvis. Draw the shoulders and shoulder blades back, elbows back. Inhale, lift the sternum, lift that heart. And as you exhale, gently start to just press forward a little bit. We're going to inhale and bring the hips back over that knee. Exhale, we'll just release the hands and bring them both inside that right leg. We're going to walk the hands out towards that left corner of the mat. And just like our puppy pose earlier, we're just going to sink the heart and the forehead down between the arms. Checking in with your breath, making sure that we're keeping a nice, even, steady breath here. Begin to walk your hands back in. We're going to just place them underneath our shoulders. We're going to draw the left leg back, right leg back, all the way back behind you. Drop the toes. Then drop your right knee, bring the left knee back and sink back and find a child's pose. Take a nice few breaths here. Just notice. Notice how you feel. We have one side done. We have one more to do. Got one more cycle of breath here. Nice. Make it a big one. And then lift the gaze and let's come forward and find that forearm plank again. Coming onto the forearms, lifting the knees, heels are pressing back. And remember, staying here, Or if you'd like, you can go ahead and you can drop the heels to the left, and we can peel ourselves open, lifting the right arm up to the sky here. If you've taken that side plank, breathe in and exhale. Come on back, roll onto that forearm plank. Go ahead and take a breath in. Exhale. Everybody go ahead and lower to your Sphinx. We're going to inhale, just draw the heart forward a bit. And then go ahead and exhale, lower to the mat and draw those arms all the way back. Inhale, lifting to table. I'm just going to flip around here. Taking the left foot back behind you. As you exhale, draw that knee in and go ahead and place it in between your hands. We're going to tuck the back right toes and lift that right knee. Finding a nice, beautiful lunge here. Let's inhale. Exhale, drop your back right heel. Inhale, rise on up. Exhale, settle in, find your warrior, arrive here. Take a nice breath here, make sure your shoulders are relaxed, soften those shoulder blades down, soften your jaw. Take your left hand and reach it over and take a hold of that right wrist. Inhale, and then exhale, little side bend over to the left. Lengthening out our right side body here, especially the area between the ribs and the pelvis, that right side waist. We'll inhale to come back upright, release the hands. Exhale, take them back behind you. If you want to go ahead and take that interlace, draw the shoulder blades together, reach the knuckles back behind you, breathe in, lift your heart. And exhale, fold forward. We're humbling our warrior, letting the head dangle. Arms can rise up off the back. Cycle of breath here. One more inhale. And exhale, melt the hands to the floor. Walk the hands to the side of the mat. Bring those left toes in. So now both toes are facing in, our heels are facing out. Inhale up halfway. And exhale, take your wide leg forward, fold here. You can walk the hands back towards in line with the feet. You can reach the hands back behind you if you want. Just let the head and neck soften, hang. Take a moment of curiosity here, just noticing where is it most vivid? Where does this pose feel? Where do you feel it the most? Remember, no right, no wrong. Bring your hands back underneath you and inhale up halfway. We're going to plant that right hand on the floor and we're going to inhale the left hand. Now twisting all the way over and up. One more breath in. As you exhale, sweeping that left hand down, the hands continue sweeping towards the back of the mat. Right toes turn towards the mat, back of the mat, and we bring the hands over, bending into that right knee. Inhaling up to our star. Let that left hand rainbow up and over. Turn that left heel in, and now we're in our star again. We all know where we're going. We're going to exhale down into our goddess, hands to heart center. Inhale up and open. Exhale down. Inhale, open. Exhale, take it down. Let's hold here for a count of 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, up and open. Drop the hands to your hips. Let's toe heel those feet together, coming into our little tree on this side. This time, weight into the right foot. Bringing the sole of the foot, left foot to your right ankle. Kickstand it, or again, whatever variation of tree you want to find today. Remember, we all have a good side and we all have a great side, so it's all good. We're going to inhale that right arm up. Keep the left hand resting on your left thigh. As you exhale, go ahead and let's bend our tree and find our own little Charlie Brown Christmas tree today. Keep a soft jaw here. Notice where you're holding tension. Soften, relax. It's all good. Let's take a breath in to come back up. And we'll exhale, drop the hand. We're going to release that left foot out to the side, toe, heel it open, give a little wide leg. We're going to lift the left toes, turn towards the top of the mat, lift the back right heel, pivoting our whole body towards the top of the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, take again the whole breath to get down and lower, 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 lower. Drop that left right knee and untuck your toes. Bring the right arm across, hook onto that left knee. Breathe in. Exhale, bring it back and twist the heart to the left. Reach the left fingers back behind you. Looking back only if it's comfortable. Let's inhale, bring both arms to center, turn the torso forward, and we're going to exhale the hands back behind our hips again. Either side of the sacrum, fingers down, palms, draw the shoulders and elbows back behind you. Inhale to lift your heart, and exhale, just sinking forward a little bit. Finding a beautiful opening through this whole front line of your body. Once again, check that jaw for tension. I say that a lot because that's where I tend to hold mine. I have to remind myself. We're going to inhale to come back over that right knee. We're going to just exhale, release the hands down inside your left foot and walk the hands out over towards that right corner of your mat, melting the head, the forehead, the heart. Oh, maybe a nice big breath in and exhale. Let yourself soften here. Slowly, easy, just bring those hands back underneath the shoulders. We're going to draw that left foot all the way back behind us. Go ahead, drop those toes to the floor. Then drop the left knee, draw the right knee back. Find your child's pose, hips to heels. Take 2 cycles of breath here. Big breath, back of the heart, back of the lungs. Exhale, let it go. One more. All right, my friends, one last forearm plank. We can do this. Let's come forward. Placing the forearms on the ground, extend the legs back. Coming into a forearm plank. No side plank now, just holding here for 5, 4, 3, gathering that stomach, the corset. 3, 2, 1. We'll take a breath in and we're going to exhale. Drop the knees, hips, take the feet about mat width distance. Take one Sphinx here. Let's inhale, draw the heart forward. Exhale, turn the elbows out, make a pillow with your hands and rest your head down on the mat. A nice well-deserved rest here in our crocodile pose. You can turn the feet out if you'd like. If that's not comfortable, you can just keep the toes, top of the feet on the floor. So releasing the shoulders, let the hips melt down towards the ground. Notice your breath. We've done a little bit of work, so the breath might be a little bit elevated. Maybe you need to just take it a little bit slower, slowing that breath down a bit. Perhaps you can bring your awareness to your belly. And as you breathe here, notice how the belly presses into the earth. And there's a slight lift in the sacrum, in that low back lifts up as you inhale. And then when you exhale, you just soften and melt into the earth. We'll stay for a couple more breaths. Let yourself relax here. Notice some sensations, maybe around that corset area. Did some work there, so maybe it's more alive and vivid and you can feel that area. It's just more aware of it. We'll take one more nice big breath. And we'll exhale. Gently lift the forehead an inch or two. Draw your hands back gently to your midrib. Bring the elbows towards one another. And we'll inhale. We'll press the table. Exhale, just take a gentle cat. No knee lift this time. Gentle cow, inhale, let the solar plexus drop. Gaze lift. Exhale, soft little cat, round into the back, tuck the chin. And then, just inhale, neutral spine. We're going to go ahead and make our way onto a seat. We're going to let the legs come out long in front of us here. So take your time to settle in. Ooh. Maybe give them a little shake. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take our right knee. We're going to bend the foot. We're going to bring the foot closer up towards our pelvis. And before we do anything else, we're just going to take the hands. We're going to take this right sit bone, this right leg, and we're just going to scooch it forward a little bit. So if you're facing the top of your mat, placing your hands on your hips here, the hips are not square forward. Your left hip is a little bit forward and your right hip is a little back, but our torso is still facing forward. We're going to let the knee drop out, sole of the foot somewhere along that inner thigh or knee. We're going to sit up tall, inhale. As you exhale, we're going to fold forward. But notice I'm bringing my left shoulder over my right knee. I'm not coming over the leg. I'm letting the torso come inside that left leg. So really the shoulder and the knee are lined up here. You can gently flex your toes back. And as you pull the toes back towards your heart, you may notice the back of your left leg waking up. Just coming into this gentle fold here. We come forward until that point that we feel the sensation in the leg. We're not trying to grab the foot and yank ourselves forward and just take it to the end range of motion. That's not what we're here for. We're just taking a beautiful, gentle lengthening in the back of that leg. You want to be able to still breathe smooth and even. And I encourage you to just keep the gaze down at the floor so that the neck stays long and we're not crunching the neck back and up. Your next inhale, press into your hands and lift your torso back up. And let the right hand grab the outside of that right knee. We're going to bring the knee up and we're going to cross that right foot over the left leg. Give that right knee a hug with your left hand and place the right hand behind you. Inhale to sit tall and exhale, take a twist out to the right as you hug your knee in. We're doing some nice big belly breath here. So in our twist, we want to inhale and let that belly press out into our thigh. And as we exhale, we want to draw that navel into the spine, getting a little massage action, like we're squeezing out a sponge and then opening it out for fresh fluid to rush in. Take another breath in here. Exhale, just come back to center, unwind the legs, give them a little shake. Draw the left foot in, and then again, just making that little shift with the pelvis, bringing that right sit bone a little bit forward. Letting the left knee fall open, just take a little check, making sure that our pelvis, instead of facing forward, is just slightly skewing towards the left corner of your front mat. Sit up tall, breathe in, and exhale, forward fold, right shoulder to right knee. Take the gaze to the floor. Find that place where you start to feel sensation in the back of the leg and pause. And then draw the toes back, flexing the foot. And that may increase the sensation just a bit for you. Forward folding here for a few breaths. Slow, steady inhale. And a full, complete exhale. Bringing the hands to the floor, we'll inhale, lengthen ourselves back up to seated. Let's go ahead and help that left knee up and bring that left foot up and over, cross it on over. Give your knee a hug. Take the left hand behind you and inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, taking the twist now out to the left, turning the heart. Holding onto that knee and hugging it in. And finding your belly breath here on this side. Really thinking about drawing that navel in all the way to the spine as you exhale. This is a wonderful way to keep our immune cells happy and healthy. A lot of our immune lives in our belly, in our abdomen. Just a way of stimulating it and bringing fresh, wonderful, healthy fluid and energy to that area. One more round of breath. Inhale your breath and exhale. Bring it on forward, extend the legs and give them a little shimmy shake. So we're going to go ahead and move to our backs. If there's anything you'd like to keep handy for your Shavasana, we'll be moving into that after a few little things we do on the floor. So maybe if you have a blanket or any props you like to sit up under your knees, just gather them so that they're close by. And we'll scooch the bottom up a bit if you're a little bit back on your mat. Make sure you have room. We can go ahead and we're going to just grab the knees here. Before we roll back, we're just going to come onto our tailbone. We're going to lift the heart, hold on to the back of the knees. Lift the shins and come into a little bit of a boat pose. If you'd like, you can release and reach the arms out. Or if you want, you can even straighten the legs out too. We're just going to hold here for 5. Any one of these is a perfect option. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, wherever you are, grab the back of the knees. We're going to round into our back. And we're just going to slowly roll ourselves back, hug those knees in, and just rock here side to side a couple times. We'll plant the feet on the floor. And we want the feet to be about under our knees, not way out here. We want to bring them back under the knees. We're going to place the arms by our sides, palms facing down, and we're going to send the gaze up towards the ceiling. We're going to take a bridge pose today. As you inhale, we're going to press into the feet. We're going to lift those hips up. You can stay here. If it's available, you can interlace the hands behind you, kind of roll those shoulders under. Again, that's just an option. We're going to just hold our bridge here. This is our last little bit of effort. We'll take one more nice big breath in. And as you exhale, we're releasing all the way down, nice and slowly. Sending the back of the pelvis to the ground. Wonderful. Take one more little hug here. Just rock that pelvis back and forth and just circle the knees here. Going around the sacrum, around the back of the pelvis here. Switch your direction. Just give it a little bit of kindness there and attention. And then once more, drop the feet to the floor. They can be a little further out this time. We're going to take the right ankle and cross it over the left knee. I'm going to let that right knee fall out a bit. And you can stay just like this, just a little gentle hip opener. If you'd like a little bit more, go ahead and draw that left leg toward you. Thread the arms through and grab the back of that left thigh. Drawing the knee in towards you. Keep a gentle flexion of your right foot. And we'll take a reclining pigeon today. Gazing up at the sky. Even closing your eyes here if that's comfortable for you. Soften your jaw and the cheeks. Relax the shoulders back as much as you can. Nice, slow, steady inhale. Exhaling fully. One more breath in. Exhale, let the left foot come to the ground. Uncross the legs, place the right foot on the earth. Just let the arms come out. And just again, just like we did at the beginning, let the knees sway side to side here. And then let the knees be still at center. Let's just switch it out. Left ankle to right knee this time. Letting that left knee fall out a bit. And maybe just hanging out here for a bit. Or go ahead and draw the right knee up. Take a grab behind that thigh. Draw it in. Again, we're not being really aggressive and forceful here. Just a nice, gentle little pull in. I'm going to find maybe a little sensation down in this left hip. Soften back, letting go of holding in the tension in areas we're not using right now. Face, the jaw. Softening the shoulders, the collarbones. And a soft, easy breath. We'll inhale our breath and we'll exhale, releasing both feet to the mat, another little sway side to side. Let's keep our arms at a T. We'll bring the knees up over the hips, take a breath in, and as you exhale, let both knees fall over to your right. A lot of times you may hear to take your gaze over to the left. Sometimes that feels good for me, other times it doesn't, so I encourage you to follow your own intuition here. Maybe the gaze feels better straight, or maybe in the same direction as your knees. Really, we're just trying to relax back. This pose should be effortless. We let the pose do the work. We let gravity do the work here for us. We'll inhale and bring the knees back through center. Exhaling, they're just going to roll on over to the left, the other side. Soften back. Let that right shoulder melt back. Don't worry if it's not on the floor. Your next inhale, you're going to come back up to center and give yourself a hug. And then just for the next maybe about a minute, we're going to move intuitively. So what do you think you need to finish your practice? Maybe you are finished and you're ready to move right into Shavasana. So if that's where you are, just go ahead and take those legs long And arms out at your sides, just making sure you have some space under your arm here. But maybe you want a little bit of movement. You want to send the feet up, get a little bit of inversion, or maybe even a happy baby. Rocking side to side, drawing the knees and thighs to the outer rib cage. But again, this is just your last minute here to move any way you feel you need to move. This is what our yoga is about. It's about connecting to our inner wisdom, which is already there. It's not anything we need to create or cultivate. We're just here to uncover it and find it and connect with it. And then when you're ready, when you feel you've had enough movement, you're just going to go ahead and find your Shavasana, taking the legs long, arms out at the side. And again, just that reminder that you have some space under your arms and that our arms aren't real tight at our sides. We want to take up some space here. Finding that most comfortable position that you can. We'll settle in, and together, let's take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, just open the mouth and let all the breath pour out. Relax everything back into the ground. Closing our eyes, if they're not already closed. Soften all the muscles in your forehead, relaxing the corners of the eyes and the cheeks, your jaw. Relax the collarbones, soften the shoulders back. Allowing tension to drain down the arms into the palms and out your fingers. Find the space around your heart and soften, letting the whole chest rest back onto your shoulder blades. Shoulder blades resting on the floor. Relax your belly. Notice the weight of your sacrum in the back of the pelvis, heavy on the earth. Releasing any tension and gripping in those hips, letting all of it drain down your thighs, over your knees, into the shins and the calves, through the ankles, into the feet and out your toes. Feel all the points of contact on the back of the body with the earth, feeling the earth holding you and supporting you completely so you can let go and just be in Shavasana. Slowly, gently begin to deepen your breath. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhaling, letting it go. Taking a couple more nice deep breaths here. Noticing how that brings energy into our body, letting that energy circulate around all the way down to your fingers and your toes. Finding some gentle movement wherever you feel called to help ease us from Shavasana. Gently increasing movement, eventually finding your way where you're drawing one knee up and then the other. One last little hug here. Then rolling over onto your right side. Take a few moments here, just linger here. Notice exactly what you're feeling. How did the practice land in your body today? And then as you're ready, please coming back up and finding a nice comfortable seat. And once you arrive, we're going to go ahead, we're going to draw the hands in front of our heart today, soften the gaze or close the eyes, and together we'll take a final breath. Let's inhale nice and deeply. Exhale, let's let it all go. We'll bring fingertips level to our foreheads so that we may have peaceful thoughts. To our mouth for kind words. Back to our heart for loving action. From my heart to yours, I thank all of you so much for coming to share your beautiful presence and your practice with me today. I wish you all the best, healthiest, happiest holiday. The light and love that's in me sees and honors the beautiful love and light in each one of you. Namaste. Wonderful job today, everyone.
Oh,